लिंक शेअर करो टाक्स.
Hello.
You can speak something. You are live. Sir, Vinay sir, please share.
Yes, children and teachers, please. You have shared the link.
Yours.
Lamp lighting is there, no?
Sir.
इसको आगे करो, थोड़ा आगे करो, माइक कवर नहीं करो, बच्चे के साइड करो, इस साइड रोटेट करो.
It will cover.
हाँ, बच्चे को थोड़ा इधर. हाँ.
अपने मतलब के वास्ते हमने कुछ नहीं मांगा है, हमने तो वतन की खैर मांगी है, कोई तख्त और ताज थोड़े ही मांगा है.
A very beautiful morning to respected principal sir, worthy teachers, and my dear friends. I, Azra,
And I, Wasiq Ahmed,
we both are here to host this 73rd Republic Day celebration.
Republic Day is a day when the country marks and celebrates the day on which the Constitution came into effect, which was on 26 January 1950. The Constitution was adopted by the Indian Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 and was implemented on 26 January 1950. 26 January was chosen as the date for Republic Day because it was on this day It was on this day in 1929 when the Declaration of Indian Independence or Purn Swaraj was proclaimed by Indian National Congress.
On this day, ceremonious parades take place at Rajpath, which are performed as a tribute to India, its unity in diversity and rich cultural heritage.
नई कहानी लिखकर लौटे आन बान सम्मान की, अंबर में लहराए तिरंगा, खुशबू हिंदुस्तान की.
Now, let's move to the most important task for this day, and it's hosting our national flag, which will be followed by national anthem.
All teachers, please join.
रोटेट करो, रोटेट डिवाइस.
तो रोटेट डिवाइस तो ऐसे होगा फिर. देख लो. ये कहाँ से होगा यार?
पता क्या हो रहा है?
ठीक है. क्या कह रहे हैं? कैसे हटेगा?
The Indian flag is the symbol of our freedom, national pride and history.
With the hosting of national flag, the atmosphere is filled with zeal. A flag doesn't fly because of the wind. It flies because of every breath of dying soldiers.
A nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. When darkness comes, let us not condemn the dark, but light a lamp to illuminate.
A lamp doesn't speak. It introduces itself through its light.
Achievers never expose themselves, but their achievements expose them.
Now it's time for lamp lighting, for which we would like to request our respected principal sir to come on the stage.
Teachers, it is not only for me symbolic. Come, join with us. Come, please, come this side. सोनल मैम, yes please.
आई सोनल मैम आज
रोटेट कर देता हूँ। किस पे आ रहा है? लैपटॉप पर।
Thank you.
फरहान सर
Thank you, everyone.
Let us wish this light of education takes over the darkness of differences, injustice and violence in the world and guides us towards progress, equality and freedom. Patriotism consists not in hoisting the flag, but in striving that our country shall be righteous as well as strong.
Ask not your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your nation.
Every person should contribute in some way to the public good. You should ask yourself that what can you do to help your country? We should do things that help and improve our nation and not expect the government to do things for us.
Now we would like to call a group for school for song on Vijay Vish Tiranga Pyara.
Hello. Hello.
तिरंगा प्यारा झंडा
That was just mind blowing, and we really enjoyed it very much.
Bal Gangadhar Tilak once said, Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. कुछ नशा तिरंगे की आन का है, कुछ मातृभूमि की शान का है. हम लहराएंगे हर जगह ये तिरंगा, नशा ये हिंदुस्तान के सम्मान का है.
We are having liberty in order to reform our social system, which is full of inequality, discrimination, and other things which conflict with our fundamental rights. Now we would like to invite Vinay sir to make all of us aware about our fundamental rights.
Thank you, Basit. Thank you, Ezra. So once again, good morning to all respected principals, sir, worthy teachers, and all lovely children. I wish you very happy 73rd Republic Day. Today we are here. We are celebrating this national festival on the occasion of this Republic Day, and we all know what is the meaning of actual republic. And if I am not wrong, India is the biggest one republic country in whole the world. So there are many other things, many other sacrifices also. So later on, our other worthy teachers, they shall let you know. So I am here to tell you something about fundamental rights. So attention please here. There are some basic rights that are very well known as fundamental to human existence and crucial for human expansion. In the absence of fundamental rights, a man's existence would be worthless. So political institutions' role and responsibility mainly emphasized on empowering the people, especially the minorities, to live in dignity with rights of equality, dignity and religious freedom. Fundamental rights have been classified into 6 categories that are right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, right to cultural and educational, right to constitutional remedy. So one by one I will explain. Right to equality. This right includes the equality before the law, which implies a prohibition of discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, color or sex. Equal protection of the law, equal opportunities in public employment and abolition of untouchability and titles. It also states that every citizen shall have equal access to all public places. To provide equal opportunities, there will be no reservation in government services except in the case of scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and other backward classes, and for war widows and physically handicapped persons. This right was made to abolish untouchability, which was practiced in India for decades. Second, right to freedom. This right includes the right to freedom of speech, freedom of expression and freedom to form unions and associations. It also includes freedom to travel anywhere in India, freedom to live in any part of India and freedom to choose any profession of their interest. This right also states that any citizen of India has the full right to purchase, sell and hold property in any part of country. According to these rights, people will have the liberty to indulge in any trade or business. This right also defines that a person cannot be convicted twice for the same offense, and it also cannot be compelled to stand as witness against oneself. right against exploitation. This right includes the prohibition of any form of forced labor. Children who are below the age of 14 years are not allowed to work in mines or factories where the risk of life is involved. According to these rights, no person has the right to exploit the other person in any way. Therefore, human trafficking and begging have been made legal offense and those found involved are to be penalized. According to this right, slavery and traffic among women and children for dishonest purposes has been declared an offense. Payment of minimum wage against the labor is defined and no compromise is allowed in this regard. Right to freedom of religion. This right states that there will be full freedom of conscience for all citizens of India. All people shall have equal right to freely adopt, practice and spread the religion of their choice. The state shall not hinder in any religious affairs of any individual in any manner. In this, all religions have right to establish and uphold institutions for religious and charitable purposes. Also, they will be free to manage their own affairs with respect to these rights. Cultural and educational right. This right is one of the most important rights as education is the primary right of each child. According to this right, all are free to follow the culture of their choice. Also, all are free to get education of their choice. No individual will be denied admission in any of the educational institutes on the basis of their cultures, caste or religion. According to this, all the minorities have the rights to establish their own educational institutes. Right to constitutional remedy. This right is very special right given to all citizens. According to this right, a citizen has the power to go to the court in case of denial of any of the fundamental rights. The court stands as a guard for anybody against breach of these rights. If the government forcefully or intentionally does injustice to any individual or if a person is imprisoned without any reason or by unlawful act, then this right allows the person to go to the court for getting justice against the actions of the government. So these were the rights. Now at the last I will conclude my conclusion. Fundamental rights play a very significant role in the life of any citizen. These rights can defend during the time of complexity or difficulty and help us to grow into a good human being, and that's why all the rights are the needs of people. So with these words, now I will end my speech. Wish you again very happy Republic Day. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir, for this valuable information.
Fundamental rights protect the liberties and freedom of the citizens against any invasion by the state and prevent the establishment of authoritarian and dictatorial rule in the country. They are very essential for the all-round development of individuals and the country.
बलिदानों का सपना जब सच हुआ, देश तभी आजाद हुआ। आज सलाम करें उन वीरों को जिनकी शहादत से भारत गणतंत्र हुआ।
Dance is an art. Paint your dream and follow it.
Now we would like to call up group for dance performance on तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा।
जलाया है तब जाके कहीं हमने सर पे ये केसरी रंग सजाया है। मायूस नहीं जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द से महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे न रहे मेरी ज़मीन महबूब तेरी मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे तेरी कलम तले कभी अंग तेरा जिस्म हुस्न दिल के खून कहे तेरी मैं मिल जावा दिल भर के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू हंसती रहे तेरी आंख घड़ी भर नम ना हो मैं मरता था जिस मुखड़े पे कभी उसका उजाला कम ना हो ओ माई मेरी क्या फिक्र तुझे क्यों आंख से दरिया बहता है तू कहती थी तेरा चांद हूँ मैं और चांद हमेशा रहता है तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा दिल भर के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरी फसलों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू
That was wondrous. We enjoyed it very much.
Mahatma Gandhi once said, rights that don't flow from duties, well performed, are not worth having.
With these words, we would like to invite Mehtab sir to inform us about our fundamental duties.
Thank you so much, everyone. So a very warm good morning, everyone. And I wish a very happy Republic Day to all the citizens of this Republic nation today. I feel immense pleasure to be here and be the part of this function, the event today. And I got this golden opportunity to have a glance on fundamental duties. So let me explain the duties in very brief today. See, we all know, and this is very obvious, that the great opportunity always brings bigger challenges. And similarly, rights always come with duties. If we do feel that we must have certain rights to enjoy in this country, then at the same time, we must be a stand on some duties, we must contain some duties, and we must follow, we must obey it. So, here we have some important duties with us, and nobody can deny that duties play a very key role to make a person responsible. It compels a person to behave sensibly. And you can say that life can become smoother if rights and duties go hand in hand and it's become complementary to each other. If you see the very common difference between rights and duties, rights are something that we want someone to do for us, and duties are those acts which we do for someone else. So when the lengthiest and the finest constitution of India was written by so many intellectuals and educationists, here so many rights have been extended to the citizen of this country in the form of fundamental rights, as it is explained by Mr. Vinay sir. So if you will really go through those fundamental rights, and if you will try to understand it, you will really feel that how the dignity, the respect, the identity of each and every individual have been expressed there. But at the same time, in the very beginning, while having so many rights, the Constitution of India didn't talk about the fundamental duties. But later on it was thought that while having so many rights, the citizen of India must know their duties to make this nation progressive. So interestingly, in 1976, we got to know our fundamental duties by the 42nd Amendment Act 1976 when these were added in the Constitution. So it was interestingly added in the Constitution, and here we get our fundamental duties, and the duties are total 10 in numbers earlier. But later on, by the 86th Amendment Act 2002, one more fundamental duty was added, and right now we have total 11 fundamental duties in numbers. If we will talk about the idea of the fundamental duties, it was taken from USSR, and before India, Japan was the only democratic state which contains the duties of the citizen. So here I am going to explain, here I am going to tell you the duties of the citizen one by one, and as being the citizen of this country, you must obey, you must follow all the duties to make this nation progressive. So the very first fundamental duty is to abide by the Constitution and respect its ideas and institutions, the national flag and national anthem. That means, as being the part of this nation, as being the citizen of this nation, this is our moral responsibility to respect, to follow the Constitution, to accept it as the supreme law. And at the same time, whatever the institution have been discussed there, like the judiciary, like the parliament, etc., you must follow it. And at the same time, you must respect your national flag, your national anthem. The second one is to cherish and follow the noble ideas which inspired our national struggle for freedom. That means we should respect the ideas and principles of our freedom fighters who sacrificed their life to make India free. The third one is protect sovereignty and integrity of India. That means we should always try to maintain the unity of our country at any cost. The fourth one is defend the country and render national services when called upon. That means, as being the part of this nation, we always try to defend the country. This is our moral responsibility. And at the same time, whenever there will be any need of yours, you must extend your support to the country. The fifth one is a spirit of common brotherhood. That means we should always maintain the brotherhood, as we all are human beings of this nation. We all are the same. We all are very much equal, irrespective of any caste, creed, sex, gender, or any boundaries. The sixth one is preserve composite culture. That means we should always preserve the rich heritage of India and its culture. That means instead of pollute it, we must salute our culture. The seventh one is develop scientific temper. See, for the development of any nation, scientific temperament is very much important. So we always try to maintain it, and scientific temperament doesn't mean you must know the science only. Scientific temperament means that you should think logically, you should think rationally. That means, as being the part of this country, you must have the curiosity to know why and how. Next, the eighth one is preserve natural environment. That means we should always protect and improve our natural environment, like save forests, save animals, etc. The next one, ninth one, is safeguard public property. Public property means property of this country, property of the government. So as being the citizen of this country, the public property is your property, and this is the part of the development, so we always try to protect it. The 10th one is strive for excellence. See, as being the individual who does not want to be excellent, so we always try to be excellent, we always try to maintain our ability, because your ability, your excellence will be the excellence of the country as being the part of this nation. And the very last one, the 11th one, as I have stated, that this is later on by the 86th Amendment Act 2002, it was added in the Constitution. And why there was the need to add one more duty in the Constitution? So actually it was added on the regard of one of the fundamental right, that is right to education. Because right to education discussed that the children of age group 6 to 14 years have the right to free and compulsory education. So how we can maintain this, how we can improve this right, and how we can implement this right in the country in a proper manner. For this sake, one duty has been given to the guardian or to the parent. This is the 11th one, that duty of all parents and guardian to send their children in the age group of 6 to 14 years in a school. So this was the 11 fundamental duties. Now, if we talk about why the fundamental duty is so much important, why we should follow it. So see, it serves as a constant reminder to the citizen of this country that while enjoying the right, you must follow, you must accept these duties to make this India progressive. And apart from this, it also serves as a warning to those people who go against the law or who indulge himself or herself in any anti-social activities like defaming our country or burning flag or destroying public properties. And if you talk about the another important of the fundamental duty, this help in the promotion of sense of discipline and a continuous improvement towards the nation. So hope you might have understood, you might have gained something from it. And from today onwards, we must be following all the fundamental duties to make this India progressive. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We should follow these duties to make our country more prosperous. The fundamental duties are intended to serve as a constant reminder to every citizen that while the Constitution is specifically conferred on them certain fundamental rights, it expected some duties from the citizens as well.
Rejoice in the glory of India and its freedom fighters.
Thousands of people laid down their lives so that our country breathed today. Never forget their sacrifice.
Our school is trying its full efforts to help the students in learning English.
Teachers are working day and night. Our respected principal is also trying his best and we are achieving as well. Students are able to speak English and they are participating in one or the other program.
Now it's time for an English speech which will be presented by Anas of class 11 PCM.